Okay. Hey, Assel. Welcome to our next podcast. How are you
Hi, Gina.
today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Yeah, happy summer. Hope you're enjoying it.
Yeah.
Um, what's the topic of our podcast today?
I think we should talk more about what niching down helps in lead generation. Instead of providing too many solutions, why niching down helps you. What do you
Sounds
think?
great. Yeah, definitely sounds great. I think it's a big challenge for experts to niche because there's so many possible things that you can do.
Yeah.
And especially if you have a broad career with a lot of experience, you can often offer 10 or 20 different services. And it can feel like if you niche too much, you might lose opportunities. You don't want to lose the opportunity. It's like, well, I could do this, or I could do this, or I could do that. So often it doesn't seem to make sense to niche down. But could you tell us why you would recommend it? Like, why is it even beneficial in the first place?
I think it can definitely help you in terms of reduction of competition. So you are kind of, instead of going as a broad marketplace, if you niche down, you will end up having very less competition in that industry specifically or that service sector. And then you can become a household name and go to provider in your niche. That is one advantage that I can think of. And second, kind of correlates to it. Once you start to work with specific kind of companies or industries, you kind of become your brand identity becomes more stronger and
Yeah.
that is going to help you with more referrals and higher conversion rate and overall improve client retention.
Yeah, definitely. I agree to both points. And I think a big reason for niching is the nature of sales. So, for example, if you just get your business via inbound network referral, often people will say, oh, speak to this person because of their ability with strategy. And someone else might say, speak to them because of their ability with finance, or speak to them because of their ability with technology. And so you receive business for all these different expertise. But if you're generating business via marketing or outbound or Google search, anything where you don't receive it, you go and get it,
Yeah.
then everything has to change. And niching is becomes really tactical
Mhm.
because you have to decide who do you want to speak to, what kind of business do you want to pick up, what do you say to them, what kind of case studies do you have and evidence, and then everything becomes sharper, right? It becomes a lot more
Yeah.
targeted. It's like hunting, I focus my on my hunting rather than just receiving, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. But I have a question for you. For example, if I'm a business owner and I'm providing six or seven different services across 10 different industries, from where should I start when it comes to niching down to specific services and industry? Should it just be about the ROI, about the competition, or it should be more about my personal expertise? Like, which direction should I go for?
That's a really good question. And I think SADA, our own company, falls into this bucket, right? Because we can help with email or LinkedIn or data research,
Cold calling.
pipeline development, and we help across technology, SaaS, services, all kinds of industries. So we ourselves are not super niched. However, to answer your question, what I would say is there a big problem that you solve for a type of company? If there is one big problem that you solve, even with multiple offerings, then you can niche yourself under that. So we help B2B companies generate more revenue and new business. And we do that through email and LinkedIn and data and outreach and, sales process. So we can offer multiple things because it's under one problem and one solution. And we can help different industries, but because they're all B2B services, it's not bricks and mortar, and it's
Yeah.
not retail B2C. So that's the first thing I would say. Beyond that, if I was to advise people how to niche down, I would always recommend that you choose your best client, the ones that you would like to work. Say, for example, we have some clients that we get really great results for. They've stayed with us for 2 or 3 years. We get really good money from them. We can consistently get them results. So if we were to really cut out all the options and niche down, we might become the specialist for this type of company. The reason we haven't done that yet is we're still wanting to experiment with different industries and see what different results we get. We also don't want to compete with our one client by providing for, a lot of clients in the same niche. So there's sometimes reasons why you would and wouldn't niche down, but ultimately it comes down to efficiency. If there is a type of client that you help, that you enjoy, that gets good results, that pays well, that stays consistently, why wouldn't you niche there and become known as like the best in the industry for them?
Yeah.
And then other people would be attracted because you know how to solve that problem. You can do it consistently. You have kind of special knowledge that
Yeah.
helps them. You're not just a general person. You're trying to apply general principles. And that's really powerful when it comes to niching. Yeah.
Yeah, I cannot agree more. Like you said, if it's just one specific industry that you work for, you understand their pain points, you understand what works, what doesn't work, their desires, and how to get them results again and again. So,
Yeah, and your case studies line up, evidence lines up. So everything seems to be aligned.
and even if you, I would like to add, even if you are not in terms of ROI specifically for that niche, as of now, maybe you are not making the best money out of that niche. But if you just stick to one and improve yourself over time, once you are a household name and your brand identity is stronger, you can start charging more, and you can eventually make more money out of it. If you're just considering money as a KPI or success parameter. I think we should also apply the same principle for Sweden now.
Yeah, not everything is money, but money is obviously, you know, it's a clear metric for business, right? How much money do you make? How much profit do you make? This is how healthy your business is. Obviously, there are other factors like the happiness of your clients, the
Yeah,
happiness, positive results that are impacting on them and their. You don't want to take away from their happiness and also make money. Like
yeah,
that's not great. But it's just a measurable metric, right? That's really tangible. Um, yeah,
awesome.
great. So to sum up, we recommend if you're growing with your outreach and you can niche down, do it. You can charge more, you can get better results, and it's easier to sell your clients. Is that correct?
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah. Awesome. Great.
So
Thank
thank
you.
you, Jen. See
See
you.
you in the next episode.
Bye.